Today I'm going to take you on a quick tour of downtown Miami, and I'm going to get started right now. Hey everyone, my name's Jamey Prezzi. I work with my husband Ognjen Prezzi. We are realtors in Miami and Miami Beach, and today we're going to take you on a quick tour of downtown Miami. But first, before we get started, if this is your first time here, hit the subscribe button so you never miss another update. We do put out new videos every week. Also use the link in our information box below and download our free guide today. On that guide, we do put out new updates every single month. So if you haven't downloaded it in some time, make sure that you download it again today and bookmark it so you're always fresh with new information. Okay, let's get started. So I'm going to show you how to get to downtown Miami from Brickell. Brickell and downtown Miami are right next to each other, and people kind of sometimes will group those two areas together, but they are in fact two different neighborhoods. They are both in the city of Miami, so that can be a little bit confusing too. So this is the neighborhood of Brickell, and right now I am going to drive from Brickell Avenue onto Biscayne Boulevard. So I am crossing over this building on the right. That's the Icon building. The building directly in front is Epic, and the building to the right with the scaffolding is Aston Martin. And so I am sitting on the bridge right now. This is the mouth of the Miami River. It goes out into Biscayne Bay. It is still a working river. You can see the tugboats bringing big cargo ships up and down this river all the time, and that's why the bridge is closed right now to let a huge boat cross underneath it. So now we are on the other side of the bridge and we are driving into downtown Miami. Before I turn on to Biscayne Boulevard, I just am going to make a quick little right and just do a quick little U-turn here because I want to show you a few areas of Brickell. So I'm just turning into the Epic Residences valet area, and I'm going to do a quick U-turn. So right ahead is Icon, and you'll see the mouth of the Miami River is between downtown Miami and Brickell, and that is Brickell Key in the far left. And of course, this is Aston Martin on the right. While I'm sitting at this light, I just want to point out that right now I'm facing north, and this is downtown Miami that I am talking about today. Biscayne Boulevard, I would say, is the main street of downtown Miami, and some of the most popular buildings are located on Biscayne Boulevard. And downtown Miami is in the process of being developed. Now, a lot is going on in downtown Miami during the day. And over the years, a lot of new restaurants and shops and buildings have been built around downtown Miami. So now I'm just going to take a right. And when I make a left, I will be on Biscayne Boulevard. You can see the buildings of Brickell Key on the right and the mouth of the Miami River going into Biscayne Bay. And now we are headed north on Biscayne Bay. And this is downtown Miami, the main street of downtown Miami. On the left, we have the Metro Mover. The Metro Mover is a free mass transit. It's an automated people mover train system. It's operated by Miami-Dade. And it serves downtown Miami, Brickell, Park West, and the Arts and Entertainment District neighborhoods of Miami. This is Bayfront Park. It's located on the eastern side of Biscayne Boulevard, across from many of the most popular buildings in downtown Miami. And the Port of Miami is very close to this park, And a lot of people get off the cruise ships and come into the park. There's also an amphitheater here and outdoor shopping and dining. You'll also find that there are boats that are located off the area where there's dockage, and people can go do excursions and see the city on a boat. So this is a really popular part of downtown Miami. And they have shops and dining in this area. Also, it's important to note that we shot this really early in the morning. So this place really fills up later in the day. But if you know Miami, oh, there's the Ferris wheel in the far distance there. But if you know Miami, we are a little bit later people. And so people get started here a little bit later in the day. In this shot, I just wanted to show you the arena. This is where the NBA plays, the Miami Heat. And across in the far distance is Marina Blue. This is the Biscayne Bay. And I'm just going to walk along this area and just show you how beautiful this is. To the left of this is the Perez Art Museum and also the Frost Science Museum. The bridge on the right is a bridge that goes into the Port of Miami. You really wouldn't use this bridge unless you're working at the port or, going on a cruise. That's where all the cruise ships dock from. In the far distance, you'll see Miami Beach. You can't really see it from here, but that is where Miami Beach is located. And on the left is a bridge that's MacArthur Causeway, and that goes into the 5th Street area of Miami Beach. And on the left is Brickell Key, and then Brickell. And then now we're going to turn and you'll see some of the main buildings in downtown Miami. Marina Blue, 900 Biscayne, 1000 Museum, 10 Museum, and Marquee. I just wanted to show you how beautiful all of those buildings are a little bit closer up, walking from the park. It's a beautiful area. A lot of people walk over here. They walk their dogs. They run in this area. And if you really want to just kind of get out and get some fresh air from your high rise, you can walk across into this beautiful park that has the Perez Art Museum as well as the Frost Science Museum, and just walk around and enjoy the weather, and of course, enjoy looking at Biscayne Bay. Also located in downtown Miami is the Brightline. It's a privately run city rail between Miami and West Palm Beach. They are also building an extension to Orlando International Airport, which hopefully will come into service maybe next year. Often when people think about downtown Miami and they're not super familiar with the area, they kind of group downtown Miami and Brickell together and maybe a little bit of Edgewater. So I just wanted to show you, these are some of the side streets of downtown Miami, not the main street of Biscayne Boulevard, or even when people think about Brickell, and combine that as well. So this is sort of the internal section of downtown Miami. These streets may not be as busy as sort of the main section, which is Biscayne Boulevard. And some of the buildings here are a little bit older, and then there's some newer buildings and parks. So at night, I would say this section of downtown Miami quiets down a bit, and the main area is still Biscayne Boulevard. But this is also part of downtown Miami. Now I'm driving north on Biscayne Boulevard, and again, some of the most popular buildings on the left, and the Perez Art Museum and the Frost Science Museum on the right. I'm going to cross under MacArthur Causeway. Again, that causeway heads into Miami Beach onto 5th Street. And you will find on the other side of this bridge, the Adrienne Arsht Center for Performing Arts of Miami-Dade. It's one of the largest performing arts centers in the United States. And now, after we pass this area, this will be the Edgewater neighborhood of Miami. So we'll do that another time, and I hope you found this video helpful.
Okay, that's it. If you have any more questions, we're always here to be a resource for you. All of our information is in the information box below. We will see you soon.